Hello, my name is Jack Smith. I welcome you to this documentary of the oddity that is Barclay College. We will be covering today some of the, less known facts about this school and why it ended up in the middle of Kansas. We'll also have an intensive interview with one of the best Barclay students that we know. His name is Jeffrey Brashears. We're now in front of Jackson Hall, which is a building that houses classrooms where students supposedly learn, if they're not sleeping or meditating. This is a part of Warren Memorial Library. This is the Quaker Room, where the oldest books in the school are held. Students spend an average of 16 hours in one of these study rooms. Reminds me of a small dungeon that's been brightened up. The leaders of the school figured out that most of the students were gaining weight. So they decided to create a huge obstacle course in the middle of the school, so students had to go around it and therefore get more exercise. This is the famous Hockett Auditorium, where basketball teams have played for years. But currently it is locked, because right now, Barclay doesn't have any fans. We're here in the Barclay weight room, where guys spend a lot of their time beefing up so they look good for their dates. Legend has it that a Barclay student at one point in time played one bass note and wooed a girl into marrying him. I know it's in a school, but it's Barclay. I'm never gonna leave until I'm married, 'cause I can't breathe without you. We are currently in Phillips Hall, home to the music department and administration. Over the years, Barclay has been famous for being a school where you come in single and you leave married. It's BC, Bridal College, not Barclay College. Everybody knows that. So students have been using music to win their dates over for years. Welcome to CPOC or KPOC or something POC Hall. This is the guys' dorm, where it smells all the time and guys sleep. And an investigative search for the real Barclay College, we've come into the guys' dorm. This is a place where most people never dare to go. Once you enter, you may not exit. But there's no fear, because they cannot store your dead body in this room. See, it says clearly, no storage. Welcome to the famous laundry room. These washers, they cost money. The administration says you either stink or you pay us. Actually, I think it should be that the administration pays the students to wash their clothes. I wish you could smell through a camera, because the stench in here is so repulsive. This is the guy's bathroom. There's a community shower and 3 sinks. This is the Broadhurst Student Center, where students play games and eat and try not to get fined. This is the cafeteria, where you eat, or as the sign says, or you die. You don't have a choice. Welcome to the outskirts of the girls' dorm. We've been told in our investigative search that we cannot go any further. Shalom. In our investigative search for the real Barclay College, We're now here in the dorm room of Jeffrey Brochet's. He is knitting away, and we'd like to ask him some questions, if he has the time. Do you have the time?
Yes.
He has some time. So Jeff, what causes you to knit?
Sometimes when I've had a really stressful day at school, or I just get really overwhelmed, I come here and I grab the knitting. It's a stress reliever. It's nice.
Maybe that should be something that all Barclay students should pick up. Knitting is a relaxer. Would you condone that?
I would. I'd have to agree. And everybody should have a bag of peanut M&Ms too.
Peanut M&Ms and knitting. It's a very strange combination, but I like it.
Sometimes a little country music goes a long way too.
As country music goes, who would you say is the best in your mind? Is it Taylor Swift?
George Strait. No question about it.
What about Taylor Swift?
That's not country.
You've heard it from the man himself. He says Taylor Swift isn't country. Jeff is legit. He really loves to knit. Country music humming, and M&Ms are yummin'. 'Cause Jeff loves MASH, and y'all love his stash. 'Cause Jeff is legit, 'cause he's pretty fit. 5 cups of coffee, yo. 5 cups of coffee, yo. 5 cups of coffee, yo. 'Cause Jeff is legit, and he really loves to knit. Yo, yo, yo. It's Jeff. Come on, man. It's Jeff. He's better than you. It's Jeff. Come on, man. It's Brochet's. What can you do? What comes to mind when you think of Jeffrey Brochet's?
Jeff Brochet's. I think the first thing I think of Jeff Brochet's is that Jeff is a man who is multi-talented. Jeff, inside the classroom, Jeff is a great communicator. He's dynamic. It's actually almost like he's persecuting the other students. He's that good of a communicator. It's very impressive. Outside the classroom, I've played disc golf with Jeff, and Jeff can really throw that disc around. I mean, Jeff could probably throw the disc a half mile. You know, and I bet you the reason is because I've seen him coming out of the weight room, and I have on a good source that Jeff he can really throw the weights around. That's what I've been told, and I've seen him. Have you guys seen him in a cutoff T-shirt? It's pretty impressive stuff, and he can even knit. Jeff is a knitter. He can knit anything. You ask him, and he can make it for you. You know, Jeff isn't just good for Barclay. Jeff's good for the world. Jeff is. I'd follow Jeff anywhere.
After our extensive search of the oddity of Barclay College, we have found that Jeffrey Brochet's is one of the best examples of a Barclay student. And if he were to run for student body president, he would have my vote, and I would hope he has yours too.